The media is out in full force, fear-mongering about young women getting sent down alt-right pipelines that include beef tallow moisturizer, the Kardashians, the entire concept of clean eating and clean skincare, the worship of thinness, and more.
Yes.
In fact, I took notice of this last week, I believe, when MSNBC published an op-ed about Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle campaign. Later in the article, they say it isn't just that far-right ideology is proliferating on the fringe. Our entire cultural ethos has moved further right, allowing for this sort of content. Young women are being radicalized through so-called clean skincare and healthy eating. Internet slang once used exclusively by women-hating incels is mainstream, and people are unabashedly self-identifying as fascists on public platforms. So that first part about young women being radicalized through clean skincare and healthy eating stood out to me.
Can I actually just pitch something right now? It wouldn't
Go
even
ahead.
be on brand for us. But Jessica, perhaps you're in the chat. Can we get a shirt that says beef tallow radicalized me?
Love that.
That's actually a great idea.
Radicalized by beef tallow.
Get to it before Alex Clark
And
does.
you should say, it should say beef tallow, and then radicalized should be like it was from the 1980s, where it says radical.
Yeah.
Like
Well-
like it should be like, pink, hot pink, and
Yeah.
like pointy letters and stuff.
What do you like? Beef tallow radicalized me or radicalized by beef tallow?
Beef tallow radicalized me. I'm actually surprised that we didn't come up with that slogan before Alex Clark, but she is the figurehead of, or maybe the mouthpiece for Maha to a younger female audience of mostly Christian and conservative women. She hosts Culture Apothecary, which used to be known as Poplitics, but she underwent a rebrand last year prior to the election. And the mainstream media has taken an interest in her and her influence. Vanity Fair, back in May, published an interview with her saying Turning Point USA's Alex Clark says the GOP wins because women are not attracted to the David Hoggs of the world. And the host explains why she joined the bandwagon to make America healthy again and why conservative Christians have picked up the health issues that used to belong to the left. And there is this idea that conservative influencers like Alex Clark or in her orbit are employing some kind of mastermind plan to trick everyone into becoming radical far-right extremists with content that's about health and wellness. But she
It's a
clarified
slippery slope.
she clarified the way that she approaches her content in this interview, saying, some episodes lean more political. I've done episodes on abortion, but I tried to keep almost every episode nonpartisan. Mainstream publications tried to say this is my sneaky way of getting women to turn conservative, but there's nothing sneaky about it. Of course I want you to become conservative, and yes, I'm going to talk about health and wellness as a way to introduce those ideas, but I'm not using it as a ploy. And I think that women on the left are taking notice of the impact of voices like Alex Clark, and they're doing everything they can to frame this as some kind of top-down mind control campaign that is being weaponized against young women who are unsuspecting of their ways, including this Instagram influencer, Jess Britt. She posted a list of all of the ways that young women are getting sent down alt-right pipelines with
I'm already
the
angry
caption
'cause
saying,
it's a get ready with me video.
hashtag we effing hate Donald Trump. So here's what she said is radicalizing young women today.
We'll lose young women to alt-right indoctrination in the same way we lost young men. We need to be very careful, cognizant, and critical of trends that can lead to the alt-right pipeline. Because while these things aren't inherently conservative, or dare I say, even fascist sometimes, they can be the starting point for a very slippery slope. So here are the top alt-right rabbit holes for women that I think we need to be cognizant of and educate
Remember,
around.
they're not
Clean
fascist
beauty
because
and
they're
clean
things that she
eating.
likes.
While opting for more natural ingredients in your skincare and food seems fairly harmless, you can quickly slide down the slope to the alt-right by engaging in content around distrust in regulatory bodies, anti-vax rhetoric,
Imagine that.
conspiracies
Not trusting regulatory bodies.
Is alt-right. There's a 20 there from... It's also funny to talk about how fascism is not trusting authority.
Weary Traveler just said Phil.
Thank you.
Hi.
Okay.
Big pharma. And next thing you know, you think you're making America healthy again. Trad wife content. While this starts off as romanticizing homemaking, this quickly can slide into a conversation about promoting very rigid gender norms, anti-feminism, and ideologies that contribute to Christian nationalism and white supremacy. Skinny talk and diet culture. While this starts as fitness routines and feeling your best, it's a slippery slope to assigning moral superiority to thinness, which then can slide pretty quickly into eugenics.
There is moral
Homesteading and
superiority to
homeschooling. And
thinness.
listen, I have a carrot tattoo, so while gardening, being closer to our food sources, and taking a hands-on role in your child's education is great, it can quickly lead to mistrust in institutions. Overall, a
shouldn't trust
It all comes
That's
back
insane.
to not trusting institutions, which is somehow fascism.
Oh my gosh. She does not even hear herself. Okay, I just want to...
trust in public schooling. Like, public schooling isn't good enough. Just lead to
not.
classism,
It's not.
racism.
And the tests show it. Like,
Yeah.
test scores are the evidence that public school
What?
is not good enough.
Yes, there's nothing more good for this country than standardized tests.
Was there more to this?
I feel this is extra important because of the attacks on the Department of Education right now. This problem is just going to get worse. New Age spirituality,
Oh my
tarot,
gosh.
crystals, all that kind of stuff. Make sure the people selling you your crystals aren't... Make sure, I'm passionate about this, make sure the people selling you your crystals aren't QAnon people. Once I spent like $200 in a crystal store, and then I went home and looked
Why
at the
did you
shop and
spend
realized-
$200 in a crystal store?
Because she's insane!
The name of the business was Trust the Plan.
Let's keep going.
Here we go.
that she was like a great awakening weirdo. This is all anti-Semitic conspiracy whack job bullshit, and it's rampant in the spirituality space. There's a lot more. I
Anti-Semitism's coming from both sides. Sorry.
do this all day, but last one, soft life living and like feminine energy. While there's some important conversations here around rejecting hustle culture and rest, this quickly leads to ideas about women needing to submit to their husband, back to these really traditional gender roles. And before you get all mad at my comments,
Traditional
like I
gender roles are
said,
good.
enjoying and engaging in these things aren't inherently like conservative or alt-right. I mean, some of them kind of are, but you know, we need to be cognizant of how these can
Being thin is definitely alt-right.
open doorways to rabbit
Everyone
holes.
should be
And once the
alt-right.
algorithm kind of attaches on to you, it's slowly going to feed you more and more intense and more extremist rhetoric and ideology. It is
Before you know it, beef tallow everywhere.
imperative we educate young women around this.
Okay,
If we
so she's just saying this is a slippery slope to this thing. And then everything that she says after slippery slope, I'm like, what's wrong with that? Like assigning moral superiority to thinness, for
Yes.
example. And the top comment here says, I would also add anti-birth control sentiments and all the stuff about syncing with your hormonal cycles. We should absolutely be in touch with our bodies and do research before taking medication, but it also leads to distrust toward doctors and medications in general, despite birth control being really important for sexual wellness and independence. AKA getting effed consequence-free.
Someone in the chat just goes, not being a sleut is also far right.
And this one really took me by surprise. The Kardashian family is sending women down an alt-right pipeline as well because they have lots of kids and they happen to be vaguely Christian. Here we go.
These children are wild, they run free, and it's like we're acting surprised that Alabama is like the way that she is.
The Alabama Barker drama just keeps getting worse by the day, and I know that Kris Kardashian is out there somewhere screaming right now. But can we please stop pretending to be shocked by anything they do? Because the Kardashians are literally red pill content for women. That family and show is perfectly designed to send women down the alt-right pipeline, and I want to talk about it today because
Good.
this previous creator is correct.
not
They're
even
strange
true.
people, and their kids are just running
it's
around
not.
doing whatever because these people didn't want to raise children. They wanted to have as many children as possible. Because if you watch their show nowadays or pay attention to them at all, they are constantly pushing this Christian nationalist agenda. And now that I've brought it up,
How
you
many
won't be-
dads are are the Kardashian
zero.
children? What was that?
Like zero.
Well, not
No, I mean,
not
how
that
many
are
dads?
present.
How many dads have sired Kardashian children?
More
Like
than we can count for sure.
Kanye and does Travis Barker have a kid with?
He now, I
They have a
believe,
kid,
has
and
kid
she
with
has a kid with
Kourtney.
someone before Travis Barker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And all of them have multiple baby daddies, but
What
she's
do
saying
they-
it doesn't mean that they're not pushing a Christian nationalist agenda.
Can somebody explain to me what
Insane.
Christian nationalism actually is?
I would love to hear their explanation of what Christian nationalism is, because if the Kardashian family fits under that label, I have no idea.
If you're talking about an actual Christian nationalist, like it's someone that would like to see a theocracy in the United States, a Christian-based theocracy in the United States,
or they just mean anyone who's Christian or thinks that most people in the country should be Christian.
That's not a Christian nationalist, I don't think.
I don't know what anything is anymore.
Well,
I mean, Mary wants a theocracy.
the point that
sure.
But the point that I'm making is, if you're a Christian nationalist, you think that the laws in the United States should reflect the laws of of what the Catholic Church would say, right? Whereas they think that Christian nationalism is anything that's remotely moral.
Oh, and wait till you hear her explanation of that.
Here we go.
Able to unsee it. They're constantly pushing secular family values, the Bible, quotes, God, faith, religion, all that stuff.
Wait,
which is red pill.
Secular family values, but God, I'm so confused.
Right.
Like and it's beyond Kanye's Sunday services. They literally have a church, and here Kim even quotes that they don't share as much, but they start every single day with a Bible verse that their mother sends them. And the secular family values one is funny because you would be like, don't they have a million kids and a bunch of different fathers? Surprisingly not. They will continue to keep around horrible men longer than they should, just to continue to go back and keep having children with them at the hopes of a singular family unit. Which I understand, but at a certain point, it's just extremely unhealthy for everybody. And you'll even notice that the moment Kourtney got remarried to Travis Barker, they started having new children so they could start almost a new family. But they're always subtly bringing up and pushing the motherhood is amazing and that's what God wants agenda. Not to mention they used to always
the motherhood is amazing and that's what God wants agenda.
I feel bad for y'all. They're just out to get you. They're just out to just end any hope women have.
Oh my gosh, this is insane.
Talk about building this empire that's superior to everyone, which is strange language. And if you need more proof that they're all right-wingers, Kim Kardashian had to delete her son Saint West's YouTube account recently because he was posting anti-Kamala Harris videos.
That was real.
And they're still pretty young. They're at that age where they're definitely learning their politics still in the home. And then late November, in a subtle endorsement, Elon Musk sent Kim Kardashian a bunch of robot Tesla stuff, and she posted it all over. Kim posted Melania's inauguration outfit onto her story. Oh, and the Kardashians are literally lifelong friends with the Trump family to the point where they're getting invited to their birthday parties. Their children are having play dates with each other, and he helps boost her social causes and philanthropy for her image.
I mean, Biden did the same thing with her, Innocence Project adjacent stuff.
This is, but the evidence that she's talking about is all the evidence that proves that she's a secret right winger. When, look, you're dealing with billionaires. They're not going to be leftists, probably. The chances are they're not going to be leftists. The billionaires that are leftists, they're doing it to save face.
Yeah. Right.
And not to mention, this whole era was pretty hard to ignore. And they used to be more subtle with it, but now it's pretty obvious that the Kardashians are a very good example of a red pill equivalent that are sending women down the alt-right pipeline. And it's sad that so many women are continuing to fall for it, and influencers are still supporting this.
The language of falling for it indicates that they're being tricked into something wrong rather than just building a worldview that works for them.
Kim's brands. And I have some vague thoughts about Lana Del Rey as well, but I don't think the girlies are ready to hear that yet.
Yeah, Lana Del Rey is also sending women down the alt-right pipeline.
Good.
Because
I like Lana Del Rey.
Her husband is Republican.
Has this girl done videos on Sydney Sweeney yet?
Yes. Yes, she has. And I know we already showed this a couple of weeks ago, but this video truly broke me. There is this influencer talking about going to a dystopian Gen Z girly pop psyop coffee shop that sells girly pop psyop coffee shop that sells beef tallow moisturizer, which alerted her to the fact that this coffee shop is run by fascists.
Can we get Eminem to do girly pop psyop coffee shop?
We have a
You could make I guarantee you could write an AI song.
Yep.
we have a 20 from Project Eva. Orson Scott Card had a family member who was in a rival Boy Scout troop from mine. I met him once. He's so kind, let me pick his brain about that series. I think honestly he wrote that the last sci-fi and the last good screenplay.
Get it?
Okay.
All right, let's
watch this video.
let's just like try to absorb
New Girly
this.
Pop coffee shop, or was it? So it's a brand new coffee shop in this mountain town that I'm staying in. It's kind of a lot of things in one. It's a pottery studio. It's a refillery where you can refill all of your like home goods, like dish soap and laundry detergent. It's a home goods store. And it's a really cute coffee shop where they put like edible flower sprinkles on your foam lattes. It's really, really cute. So I'm a girly pop. I'm the key demographic. I'm shopping around this new coffee shop. My husband says that it feels like he's been teleported into an Instagram, which I get it. I feel it. I understand the vibe. But I'm loving it. It's supposed to be a feminist space. They advertise as made by girlies for the girlies. And I'm loving it until, bum, bum, bum. Are you ready? I see this on the shelf. Beef tallow. Not for cooking. Definitely for slathering all over your youthful skin. And I wonder, what kind of girly dystopian psyop Gen Z coffee shop is this? Where am I? And because of the commodification of things like third wave coffee and natural and organic goods, and even the commodification of feminism.
Nobody explained to me what third wave coffee was.
It was basically a high quality, like a focus on high quality.
Okay.
I wonder, am I on the wrong side? Has this millennial crossed the line? Have I popped over to the feminism that keeps a dead woman alive in a coma so that she can birth a fetus that has no chance for life? Does this single origin coffee with cute little confetti sprinkles mean that I believe that a woman should be attacked and tackled to the floor by a masked man coming out of an unmarked van because her last name ends with a Z and she tans easily? She should be held without explanation, without bail, without due process, and shipped to a country that she did not come from to live in a concentration camp? Is that what this coffee means? Because I know what this means. It means that measles rates are at the highest they've ever been in this country, and that your grandmother is not going to get a flu vaccine this year. Or am I overreacting?
Yes.
Or is that what this means?
Yes.
Yes,
Because
you are
Asheville is a
overreacting.
very confusing place. I have seen more cyber trucks here than I have seen anywhere. And this is the place where all of the whites converge. The Maha, the Christian nationalists, the missionary, the yuppies, the liberals, the educated, the artsy, the hippies. They're all here, and I'm scared of all of our
She's
intentions.
probably in
What does
Asheville.
beef tallow mean to you? It's a really cute shop
Yeah.
and really cute coffee, but what kind of feminism is this? Please help.
Maybe your coffee doesn't need to be any type of feminism whatsoever.
Doesn't need to be.
And you are actually schizophrenic. So yeah, now it's beef tallow, it's skinny talk, diet culture, the Kardashians, clean eating, clean skincare,
Thank you.
trad wife content.
It's a slippery slope
Lana Del
oiled
Rey.
by beef tallow.
Yep. You're slipping and sliding on those beef tallow slopes. And even the New York Times has taken notice. A few days ago, they published an opinion piece saying why the right is obsessed with thinness. Conservative Christian influencers are reshaping beauty standards and promoting diet culture, and their messages are resonating with women. That actually more so means that you drove those same women away when you lied to them about literally everything. And there is a power vacuum that was easily filled by people who were willing to tell them the truth, which is you look better and feel better when you're skinny, when you eat real food and sleep and expose yourself to sunlight. And, you know, the birth control pill is probably wrecking your body.
Be skinny.
And you could just go down the list. The Kardashian one was really the most out of left field in this entire list. I would not have predicted that. But even just being Christian and having kids out of wedlock with like rappers is now sending women into an alt-right rabbit hole.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.